1, 2. You hear the clock ticking, tick tock. You about to stop living.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to. Lord have mercy, I'm about to.
Back. Oh shit, all up in my mind, got the devil talking to me in my motherfucking dreams. Now I'm speaking in the tongues, feel the pain of the beast. Bring you to my torture chamber, no you cannot ever leave. I try getting fuck, I'm seeing sexes, bitch. Demons all around me, grab your water and your crucifix. Oh, don't violate the devil's tree, I'm coming in. Period.
My fucking God.
Do your soul some good.
Hit him, Ariel.
It's Thursday night live.
Control yourself.
We're live. Junior. The soundboard God.
It's Thursday night live.
Junior.
Yes, bro. Let's go.
We live. New studio.
Let's go.
This is a new studio.
He's back.
It sure feels that way. Welcome, everybody.
Brim is back.
Episode 332 of the Chillin' with Villains podcast. It is Thursday, July 10th, 8:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Always does this, right?
Thank you for coming through and chilling. Gotta let people know, bro.
Yeah, let the exact time.
Shout out to our live viewers. Shout out to our YouTube members. Shout out to those listening through audio or those watching on YouTube later on in their lives. Welcome. We are the Chillin' with Villains. I am one of your hosts, JB. Alongside me today, we have Brimmy Boy on the sticks.
Grim.
And we got our guy, the soundboard God.
That's the wrong thing.
The soundboard God. Ariel is in the building.
What's up?
And we do have two other members, but both of them are hype beasts. We'll start off with the least of the hype beasts, or I don't know. I guess you guys can let us know which one is more hype beast. We have one hype beast, which is Eunice, who's currently watching Superman as we speak. I'm not jealous, but he's watching it with our boy J Money, and probably with a bunch of other people. But so he's watching it tonight. I think he's going tomorrow night, and he's coming Saturday with me and Brim.
That's hype.
Right?
That's hype beast.
That is some real hype beast shit.
That is absolute hype beast shit, bro.
Yeah, but we got hype beast numero dos, which is Mark from New Jersey.
Oh, bro is
Hype beast numero dos,
Bro.
but I think it's more than Eunice because he's already seen it. Mark is
Nah.
on. Nah, Mark is the biggest hype beast
Yeah,
because
he
he
is.
was on Demon Time.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Because he sat in the second row. Like he literally,
In IMAX?
Yes,
For the
I
first
think
viewing?
so. I think so.
Yo, bro is
Wow.
like this.
Yo, bro, literally was looking up. Like the
Oh, that's what he
campaign
meant
is-
when he said that? Gotcha.
We're live.
So I think that's a bit that's the same as putting the milk before the cereal.
Ooh,
that is the
hype beast.
same
That is
as
hype beast.
putting like black Air Force Ones. Like that's that type of time
Wait,
that
hold
Mark
on.
is on.
Wait, so that means that Mark is out here.
Demon Time,
Yo,
bro.
That. So wait, what time did
To
he
watch it on
the
a
first?
Tuesday. First of all, if you watching a new release of a movie, yo, the release of the film is July 11th.
Yeah.
If you're watching it on the Tuesday before that, you're a hype beast. Simple as that. Like Amazon Prime.
If you're watching
had
it
their
the
whole thing.
Wednesday or the Thursday before that, you a hype beast in my eyes.
If you watch it before the weekend, you're a hype beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime before Friday is hype beast
Yeah,
movement.
that's-
Friday is like low key hype beast though. It's like, yo, you just got off work. Chill. Speaking of chill. Look at this dude. He's got all the power.
Well,
in
it's
him.
just I don't know which one you want.
What read them off for me?
Blackberry lemonade, cherry limeade,
You're
and
just gonna read for him? That's crazy.
pina colada.
I'll take the black cherry berry.
All right.
Thank you. Damn, fire. Ooh,
That was close enough.
That was close
Appreciate it so much.
And I'll
Which one
drink
you
the
going?
cherry.
Guys, what y'all sipping on? What is chat sipping on? Brim, talk to us.
Mark,
Not
Yeah.
yet. Mark will be here later though, y'all.
Danny said,
Thank
hey
you.
buddy, eyes up here.
Hey,
don't get it.
Oh,
don't
he don't
get
get it. Cheers.
Cheers, fam.
Danny Rue, let's go. Hey, Rodney Lavelle, we won. Gun don't jam. Hashtag gun don't jam.
Nah, those hashtags have been hilarious to see.
What is this smooth ass trap James Bond? You like that shit?
Yo, Brim, right here,
Gatekeeping.
right here.
I would tell you the name of the song, but I'm not going to tell you because I'm a gatekeeper.
Members only. Members only.
Yeah, I found that song like 2 days ago. Shout out Spotify for putting me on. And then I sent it to Ariel. I was like, yo, boom, 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 boom.
And then the song blew up and you can never hear it again.
Yeah. Now you can't hear it enough.
Detective Comics is up. Fly in the sky, fly in the wind.
Using DC's whole government is insane.
Detective Comics is up.
Superman, more like Super Peak. The last son of Peakton. TC said Junior had to ruin it. I don't know what you did.
Oh, when he was dancing earlier.
Oh, I was rubbing my nipples. Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's what you were
Masp
doing?
said, yo,
Yeah.
feeling a lot more full of hope since July 8th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. The IMAX screen to
Damn.
Mark, hey buddy, eyes up here.
Damn. Damn. So Danny Rue is officially gunned.
He's gunned. His gun is not jammed. Piece of Media asked if we're doing spoiler talk. Hell no, bro. This is what we got lined up.
The three of us
Tea
today.
Time, F1, Wing of the Week, Superman pregame.
Yes,
Zut,
sir.
zut, zut, zut. Not
That is
there
our
yet.
lineup for today.
I know a couple people wearing Superman underwear right now. I'm not wearing underwear.
Yeah, you missed me with that one.
Gun control. Hashtag gun control. Versus he drinking some nice hot corn atoll.
Huh?
It's not a gun in my pocket. I'm just happy.
What
Is Versus he
going
the
on?
one who has a fucking air fryer under his bed?
It might be.
it might
Someone
be.
has an air fryer under their bed.
Yeah,
They
I
got to
think
be
it's him.
careful.
Mask, I'm watching Superman tomorrow. Very good. Danny
Fire.
Rue has been gunned down. Let's go.
If you've seen Superman, you've been hashtag gunned down.
Guantanamo Bay. Piece of media.
Yo, that is hysterical, bro.
The gun don't jam.
Keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Let's hear it.
This gun don't jam is crazy.
Yo, that is insane.
Yo, guys, we got a new studio, man. We spent 8 hours on July 4th
A whole workday, man.
on this fucking studio. We redid all the wiring. As you can see here, we got these nice blue XLR cables. These new boom arms. Look at that. Ariel, show them yours. Look at that. They're low profile. Junior, show them.
Look, low profile.
And they're color coded.
profile.
See, look, I got a little red tape, so he knows that it's the red one. He's white. Mark is green. Eunice is yellow.
What I tell you
Junior
about
doesn't
our
have one
production,
because he's God.
Because blue is blue.
What else did we do? We got new lighting, bro. We mounted the lights on the ceiling instead of like these stupid ass fucking towers on the side. We got these new fluff
that
things
shit,
for
bro.
your head because our shit was peeling mid
Rob
pod.
that-
That shit was going on your lip. That was going on Junior's lip mid pod.
Rob that gunpoint.
Right. You guys got to be using ChatGPT, huh? Junior thought I was watching F4 on IMAX yesterday.
That's a
Well,
guild.
Masp in the
You
Discord.
got to watch F2 and 3 before that.
But because on the Discord yesterday, Masp was like, I don't know. I feel like you just randomly said that you got your he was like, I'm watching F4 in IMAX. So he just randomly said that. So I thought, in this very moment, he's watching F4 in IMAX.
Yeah, I would
Right?
have understood it that way.
That's my fault, bro.
You're just stupid, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. But yes, y'all, the three of us sitting here have not yet been gunned down. Hashtag gunned down. What
Okay,
happened?
Joe Rogan.
Fucking Joe Rogan, bro.
What happened?
You never seen the thing at Joe Rogan that is
Oh, just watch my
fucking...
ear.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
couldn't say.
shit. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
Yo, show them. Yeah, he's got a new earring.
Yo, chill.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, boom.
Hold that.
Hold that, bro. Yo,
Hold
grills is
that.
Next, guys. We getting grills for Brim's. Hold on. We getting grills for Brim's wedding. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Maybe not for like the actual day, but like or maybe not for like the actual wedding day. Maybe after, like for the after function type shit, you know. Just a reminder that for 2 weeks in August, we will most likely not be going live unless Eunice decides to go with the B team live. Because we will be in Portugal celebrating Brim's
Actually,
wedding.
he won't be back. I believe he won't be back till like
Oh
the
yes, he will
middle.
also be away.
Yeah.
So we are literally going to be on a bit of a summer break, y'all. But we're glad that we're not missing July because yes, we have hashtag James Gunn Superman, hashtag Gun Down, and in a couple of weeks we got
Hashtag
fantastic
Gundam.
hashtag Gundam is crazy. But yeah, so then we got Fantastic Four coming out in a couple of weeks as well. But if you have, oh my God, if you have seen F1, we will be discussing F1 today. We were supposed to last week with Ironheart, but we got carried away speaking about Ironheart and the overall MCU Phase 5 as we prepare for Phase 6 with Fantastic Four. But we will break down F1 and then we will pregame for Superman with those that have seen it, but especially for those that haven't seen it yet. But yeah, and of course we'll cover some tea. Yo, Brim, what are you doing over there, bro?
I just got ADHD, bro. I got to take care of something.
Yo, just take care of it after, son. All right, so while you're doing that, we do have to talk about another film that's been absolutely tearing it up at the box office. Jurassic World Rebirth, bro. Jurassic.
You're not dead ass, bro.
Bro, this shit had a 315 million global opening, bro. One of the biggest for the franchise. Yeah, what's the box office right now? It might be like closing in on 500 mil if it hasn't already.
349 million.
Okay, so it's not like closing.
The budget was 180 mil.
Yeah, nah, it's probably making his money back for sure.
That's like, and you know, me and Jay Money were talking about this, and he was talking about how like these are guaranteed, Billy. Like these are guaranteed money makers. You know why? Because dinosaurs. Because parents are just gonna be like, yo, I'm taking my kids to go see this. Like I was talking to my sister, and she was just like, yeah, we're like, we may go, like, take the kids to go see that, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah,
Even
bro.
though it might be ass. Even though
this
it might
is who
be
Universal.
Universal.
Right. It's
This
just
is all
easy.
funding for Nolan.
Yo, it's just it's just easy money, bro. It's easy money
It
for
is.
them. Like they're always gonna hit. I don't know if this one hits a Billy just off the fact that we got Superman and Fantastic Four coming out now, but I still think it's gonna make some bread for sure. Or I could be wrong. It might make more than both of them.
There's Gareth Edwards and
ScarJo starring Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey. So
John Mathewson.
like it's gonna be a hit.
Same cinematographer as Gladiator, so it's gonna look good. But
No, I heard. I mean, the trailers look good in terms of the way it looks, and again, Gareth Edwards.
I thought this was gonna be rated R. Like the way like people were talking about it, I thought they were gonna like go hard and like kill the dinosaurs and stuff.
Again, I really think
Why
they
not?
should have made it because I saw someone tweet this, and I fully like agreed. Like, imagine they had made this already like a post-apocalyptic like world where the dinosaurs do like just they're loose and they win, like they just destroy the world.
But science, unfortunately, is not on their side with this because I believe in this, like all the dinosaurs are chilling at the equator, so because that's where it's warmest. So it's just like
I feel
even
you.
if they
That's
were
mad
taking,
pussy.
yeah, they're mad buns, like
That's mad pussy.
mad buns, cold-blooded buns.
Gonna need a bigger gun.
That's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
That was from Chewie.
Welcome, Chewie. James Gunn says Superman is the story of America, an immigrant coming from another world trying to make a life here. But for me, it's mostly about how basic human kindness is a value we've lost. Yo, tell me how Fox News is beefing with the Superman movie.
That shit is
Isn't that
hilarious. That's so funny.
It's just like, oh my goodness, dude.
Gun violence at an all-time high.
TC-24.
David Cornsweet praises Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder's version of Superman for exploring a darker side to the character. Just like Nolan took Batman and did something darker and more grounded with the character, Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill explored a side of Superman that hadn't been explored on the big screen. The one way they become boring is if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Shout out David for giving praise, giving its dues. James Gunn and Zack Snyder were actually just in the most recent episode of Rick and Morty. And that's why they had that picture together at DC Studio. I don't know if it was at DC Studios, but I think it was at Warner Brothers.
Zach is allowed on those grounds. Like they don't have like an APB.
Well, yeah,
out for
he's
it?
doing the 300 sequel or whatever, or 300 prequel for Warner Brothers
Oh.
or something like that.
Yeah, did he make that sequel that came out or whatever the fuck that is?
Rebel Moon
No,
of what?
of 300.
He didn't make the
Rise of
300s.
an
No,
Empire?
he didn't
I
make.
believe he was
didn't
just
make
a
that.
producer on it.
Nah, I think like
Rise of an
executive.
Empire?
I think his name was just on it, but I don't think he had anything to do with it.
Copy.
Superman has 2 end credit scenes, so for those that haven't seen it yet, just remember to stick around for that.
You think it's gonna be like some dumb shit? Because that's usually what he does.
No, it's gonna be some gun shit.
Jesus.
Nah, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. James Gunn has read the Batman 2 script. It's great.
Sounds like Ariel, bro. Not gonna lie.
I love that, bro. It's great.
What do you want to hear from him, bro? That's the thing. Whatever he says, we're not either gonna believe it or we're gonna hyperanalyze it. So
Yeah, what we have been doing.
yeah, he kept it. He
forever.
kept it short and sweet.
Yeah.
He kept the Sabrina.
He also does provide an update for The Brave and the Bold. We're working on a script. We have a screenwriter who's hammering away at it. I'm very involved. You're a child. You are a child. I wish I had more news for you, but I don't.
I mean, he's keeping it real.
Yo, he also did say, so Godzilla -1 director Takashi Yamazaki has agreed to visit. I wasn't going to say Takashi 69. He has agreed to visit DC Studios.
That's no news, bro.
Why is that no news?
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
Right. Right. It's not like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna like we're gonna
Just
link up with
visiting.
James, right?
Yo, he's just like, yo,
Yeah,
come
I'm gonna
by later.
But
Yeah, all right. I'll see y'all there.
what could y'all see him directing though? If y'all were to pick a project for him to do? Damn.
I think that directors need to stop looking for the superhero look and just kind of be offered it instead of looking for it. I hope he's not going over there because James Gunn wants to pitch him something.
Honestly,
Gunzilla -3.
Gunzilla -3. James Gunn also says he recently spoke to Ryan Coogler.
Danny Rue said 6ix9ine should direct Sergeant Rock.
Oh. I can't believe that's still a thing, but that's what I'm saying. He's recruiting some really good directors, bro. Yo, Ryan Coogler, Brave and the Bold.
I mean, that would be absolute gas. And
Gasolina,
have M'Baku
bro.
as Batman.
Yo, tell me. He already voices him in a Spotify audiobook.
I think that'll be good.
They'll never do it.
They'll never do it.
They'll never do it.
The racism can't handle it.
But yo,
He's got a question for you.
Who?
AD. That's hate aerial comic book genre cinema.
AD, I don't mean it like that. Shout out to you, but what I mean is that I hope that not everybody's trying to jump the gun and try to direct a superhero film, because I think it's I don't know. I'm not looking for these guys to do that. I'm not looking for Takashi to go and do this genre. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just don't think that he should be trying his hand at it if he doesn't need to.
I mean, if someone really doesn't want to,
they'll just say no.
Right. They'll just be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. But at the same time, I feel imagine Godzilla -1 pretty much put him on the map because people was fucking with it. So then imagine he takes a role at DC, but also again, it goes towards that leadership factor where if James Gunn is okay, you're obviously a great filmmaker, what could you see yourself tackling over here at DC?
That's the thing.
And here's my idea. Here's what I have mapped out. No, I'm just saying this could be what James Gunn is saying. Yo, this is what I have a plan to do. Because again, we got to remember chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, right?
Gods and Monsters.
Is that what it is? Gods and Monsters?
Gods and Monsters, yeah.
So again, I feel we are going to get more horror shit, right? We already have a Clayface thing confirmed. James Mangold, Swamp Thing, which I think will still be a little while because I think he's focusing on the Star Wars movie he has going on first.
But
either way, what is?
Because he says chapter 1 it's over the course of 10 films he plans on releasing.
This could change though.
He's calling it by chapters?
Yeah, it's 3 chapters. This first phase of DC films.
I like that.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's Gods and Monsters, and it's kicking it off in 2025, and it's a total of 10 films and TV shows, altogether. It includes Superman Legacy.
We have 2 already.
The Authority, Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Swamp Thing, Creature Commandos, Waller, Lanterns, Paradise Lost, Booster Gold.
A few of these are dropping out. A few of these are going to drop out.
How many of those are animated?
I think 2 or 3.
2.
I've now seen Superman, boys. I cried 3 times.
Shut up. Nah, I'm
Good
kidding.
shit, C-Baby. You a hype beast, bro. Mark is watching it right now.
You a hype beast for sure. But welcome, bro. You've been #gunned down. Congratulations.
Congrats, C-Baby. And thank you.
Yeah. Superman is expected to make at least $200 million at the global box office for its opening weekend. Guys, we would love to hear what you think. Superman. We are having a Fantastic Four versus Superman box office competition.
A box off.
A box off. I like that though. We having a box off. We have Brim, who's in stew with us. Eunice and Mark, who are hype beasts, watching the movie right now. Mark will be joining in a little bit when he's back home.
But this movie just made $7.
Who?
Yo, on IMDb right now, it shows Superman.
Superman made $7.
I'm taking a screenshot.
Let's
more
go.
Than Eunice.
Damn, let's go. But yeah, so Mark will be joining us later. They're both hype beasts. So if you're team Superman, if you think Superman is making more at the box office, let us know what team you on. Again, Brim, Mark, Eunice think it's Superman. Ariel and myself, we think it's going to be Fantastic Four, which comes out in a couple weeks. But we
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
officially hyped for Superman. By the way, I know I said I wasn't.
me too, dude.
Now I'm like, okay.
Me
I'm
too.
hyped.
The week of, it took the week of for it to hit me, but I'm just like, damn, like this is exciting. This is the first
And
movie in the DCU.
A big part of it is the ads. Like they're doing really good with advertising this movie. And
yeah, the
promoting
marketing
it.
has kicked up a notch for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely
Where the fuck did
excited
Ariel go?
because I know for the most part, especially like on the Discord and on this very podcast, like I've been saying a lot where I've definitely been more nitpicky and definitely been more just looking at the flaws rather than just like, hey, it's a Superman comic book movie directed by a dude who is well known and praised in the comic book genre, who's proven himself many times already in both Marvel and DC. So it's just like, come on, like I'm in there. We're in there. So yeah, Brim and I are seeing it, and Eunice again seeing it on Saturday. I know. Damn, that's hype.
Colin,
Stop that.
is Eunice here or is he finally seeing the movie?
He is finally.
Yeah.
He's on his way to go see it.
Watching it.
Yeah.
They have a 9 p.m. show, I
A
think.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's hype
crazy.
That's hype beast. Because your whole day is centered around that.
That's lit though. That's hype. Literally. Superman is now verified fresh with both critics and audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. It's at an 85%. But I think it went down a little bit. But regardless, I think it's gonna not lose the certified fresh factor of it. And
You said it's 90?
No, 85%, but I think it's at like 83 or 82% now. And on the popometer, it's at a 96%, which is the audience score. So yeah, shout out to Superman. David Cornsweet was asked if he would rather return as Superman in upcoming films or play a Jedi in Star Wars. He said a Jedi Knight. He is so... Superman, David Cornsweet. He loves Star Wars, dude. He is a Star Wars head. So they definitely got to get him to play.
I just don't... I don't understand...
Understand what?
Why... Like, that's so crazy.
That he's a Star
Isn't
Wars
that
head?
incredible? No, isn't that incredible that some, like, at least some of the younger actors still kind of see that as like, yo, if I get a role there, I'm in. Like, I feel like I got it.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, it's probably one of those things where he watched as a kid and it's like forever ingrained in his mind now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, fucking Star Wars. Like, imagine I pursue acting and I can be in a Star Wars movie. That's sick.
Yeah, because even I admit that I would love to star in a Star Wars film. Even still, it's just... I hope whatever they got going on next.
Yeah,
is cool.
you would act and star in a Star Wars film. That's fire,
Absolutely.
dude.
Like I want to be like pretty much the generation of like the new generation of Han Solos.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd be
all
a
the
great Han
smugglers.
Solo type.
Like, all the smugglers. Hell yeah.
The new gen Han Solo. we got new gen Solos. David Cornsweet has also said that he is under contract for a potential Superman sequel.
And it all depends on this month.
Oh, it's happening already.
I do think it'll. Yeah. It's like, yo,
But like he's gonna be in DC forever now.
Forever.
You know, like
Yeah.
James Gunn has like a long. He's got this all planned out for a long time. Like he's gonna be Superman now.
Yeah.
You know, he's the hopefully if this universe works out.
Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to see this commence. I'm excited to see where they start taking it with, the Justice League stuff. I'm very curious what they're gonna do with the Batman side of things. That's obviously been a point of discussion now for a while. It's like, are they going to integrate Robert Pattinson? And it's just like, it's already said multiple times that it's not. Obviously, the Batman Part 2 just, Matt Reeves finally handed in the script already. So it seems they're going to keep it a separate universe. I still can't wrap my head around who I would cast as the DCU Batman, but we'll see.
We agree it has to be somebody like older if you're going to be a
Ben Affleck.
Damien.
Thad Castle, Jack Reacher.
You really like you're championing Alan Richardson.
I kind of think he should just have Henry do it.
Yo, what a plot
Why
twist,
not?
dude.
Why not?
What a plot twist.
That would be fire. Henry as an older Batman that raises Damien, I think that works.
He's still pretty.
And he's still
bulked
ox
up,
as hell.
so-
Like he's only like 40 something. I think it works.
Is he 40 something?
He's 41.
You looked it up? You know?
No,
Wait, why he's gonna be an older Batman? We're doing that?
It's Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
Yes, Damien.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Yo, bro. Yo, Ariel might be onto something. Yeah, he's,
Brandon
he's 42.
Skelnar. Who's Brandon Skelnar?
That's made up. Brandon.
That's made up.
Wait, he said Skelnar?
Yeah, he looks mad old.
He looks mad. He sounds mad familiar. What's he been in? Let us know what he's
Brandon
been in.
Skelnar.
Skelnar. While you're looking that up, Dune Messiah is officially titled Dune Part 3. No
that
Dune.
looks like a dope Batman, not gonna lie.
Yo, throw him up. What does he look like? What has he been in?
I have not seen anything he's been in.
You heard what I said though?
He a real
Throw
person,
it
not
up.
Talon said.
He a real person.
Reacher or Jensen Ackles? Nah, not Jensen Ackles.
Soldier Boy?
He could be, he would be a dope, like, washed out Nightwing.
Washed out?
You know what I mean? Like, just tired of, like...
Or Red Hood?
Washed out.
Nah, he's too old for Red Hood.
A washed out Red Hood?
Yeah.
Everybody's just washed out.
You know, the whole Justice League just washed at one point. Yeah, heard what I said though?
No.
Dune Messiah movie officially titled Dune Part 3.
Interesting. He's keeping up with the parts. Okay.
Actually, that's cool. I like that.
I heard he
with it.
shaved his head.
Yeah.
Didn't even know?
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, I think so.
Timothy Shamalala.
And I love the caption on that post. He was like, "We're here filming in a world where we walk, we leave no
Yes,
footprints."
production has started, bro. Anya Taylor-Joy was just at the Silverstone Grand Prix in Ferrari's.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did she finish on the podium?
Lewis Hamilton first, bro. Absolutely.
P1.
But Greg Fraser's not returning
Oh,
for Dune Part 3.
see ya.
It is
See ya.
confirmed. No, not Sia, because they have the La La Land cinematographer. So we are in great hands.
Yay.
Awesome hands. Y'all some haters. La La Land top 10 all time. Speaking of top 10.
He's so nice. What's his name?
Huh? Nah, he did other shit too. I forgot his name right now though. I don't got it up on the screen.
Hold on, I'm gonna see.
Yeah, nah. Find it right now though to make me not look this bad. Apple is in talks to acquire the U.S. streaming rights to Formula One, following the success of their movie #F1.
Linus Sandgren.
Yeah, who's that?
Peep his resume. Peep his resume.
First Man, Saltburn, No Time to Die.
Let me see him.
Okay,
Nice.
that's fire. Okay,
It's gonna look great. You know why?
and Babylon.
And
Don't Look Up.
you know what's even better about that?
What?
Greg Fraser will be returning for the Batman Part 2.
Wait, that's confirmed.
Not confirmed, but
Oh.
but if he's not doing Dune Messiah
Not doing.
or Dune Part 3, excuse me, is most likely because he was
He's
like,
gonna
yo,
do Sergeant Rock.
I'm gonna do. But I feel like his cinematography is very much
A character in the Batman.
right. Dude, the fact that it didn't get nominated for cinematography at the Oscars is just blatantly wrong, blasphemous, so bad.
Also, not surprising at the Oscars. They tend to look the other way when it comes to a genre that doesn't fit their cup of tea.
Yo, y'all down in these drinks.
This is
That's
juice.
the first one.
Yeah, but every time I look at you, you're... Every time I switch the camera to me or Ariel, he's like...
Yo, guys, we are not sponsored by Angry Orchard, but in the summertime, Angry Orchard Blackberry Lemonade Hard Cider. Highly recommend. I'm drunk as fuck. The Apple F1 deal, by the way, could be worth over $121 million a year. ESPN currently has the rights and could make a deal to retain them.
I mean,
They beefing, bro.
man,
They beefing.
It's just money anyway, and
It's not real.
it's not real to them. That is just not real to them. But that's great because that means that you're gonna make F1 accessible to more people,
Bro.
and
Which is...
we'll see you on the grid.
Which... What a transition, bro.
Come on, bro.
What a
Yo, I forgot. I gotta
What
do
a
this
transition, bro.
shit. Are we doing tea time right now?
We finished tea time.
Finish tea time.
Oh, boom.
Tea time is up.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to.
A car has never sounded better.
It's crazy, man. People are hype about F1, but they don't know that sound, bro. That's that sound.
That is a V12.
Bro.
No, it's not.
A car,
It is.
V10,
That
no.
one was?
Yeah.
Where's the V8?
I didn't choose a V8.
Nah, I used the V8 before, bro. It's the best sounding one.
Yo, look how I was drinking this. Where the fucking thing is.
Noise.
Wait, let me see. Is this the V8?
Noise.
Nah, that sounds like the 600. Oh, no, that's the V10. The V8. Don't make me act up. I'm gonna find it.
Yo.
Since we're talking F1 right now.
Let's real quick, guys, because I really hope y'all got a chance to check out F1. If y'all haven't, Brim, I'm assuming you still have not been graced.
I really tried to go.
I've been texting him F1 all week.
Yeah, all week.
Oh, he showed me.
He even showed me a voice note. He was like, F1.
That's fire.
I've been trying to go. I was trying to really go Saturday night. Didn't work out. Friday night didn't work out. We were here all day.
We were here, yeah.
Sunday, I tried to convince Victoria. Didn't work out.
Then convince me.
Sick.
Convince me.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
This is.
Mass slow.
Yo.
That loud one was a Red Bull. Hold on.
And you know where that was? In Monza.
In Monza.
Bro, that if you guys want to look it up, more videos, it's called the V8 blown. It's a V8 with a blown diffuser. Insane sound. It's probably the best sound Formula One has ever had.
For me, for context, right? I think going into this movie, it was Joseph Kosinski. No, actually, you're right. One, it was F1. Two, Joseph Kosinski just did
Top Gun Maverick.
And the trailers, I was already in there like swimwear. Like there was no turning back. Like
so in terms of the hype meter,
I'm seated. I was hype, bro.
You were beast.
In terms of the hype meter,
Yeah.
I was beast. Mind you, one of my first. So when I was 7 years old, it was 2004. Dude, I still like it's crazy. At 7 years old, I still remember this like perfectly, like this weekend, because we went to. They used to have F1 in Indianapolis. So we drove there. It was like me, my dad, my cousin, and like a family friend. And so we drove down there for like Friday practice, Saturday qualifying, and Sunday race. Dude. And it's just like, it's still such a vivid memory, still such a vivid picture in my head of where we were, what was happening. There at the time, Honda was like a team. And bro, just hearing it in the garage, like when the car's starting up and it just says, like it fucking just echoes, dude. Echoes. So imagine the starting grid. And at this time in 2004, if I'm not mistaken, they either had the V12 or the V10 in 2004.
Tens.
Bro.
Definitely tens.
So in the starting grid, when all these motherfuckers are starting their cars up and like getting their engines ready to go, this shit is just, the noise level is insane, but it's not like an annoying noise. Like these shit sound so fucking beautiful, dude. It is by
They
far
hit like a crazy high note that like you can't even explain.
Yo, it is one of the like most. It was such a great experience, bro. And like again, I was 7, so my dad was trying to put literally, some like headphones on, be like, yo, I'm just like, nah, bro, I don't want them shits. This shit sounds great. This is music to my ears. And for more context, it's like this sport, people really just don't understand how fast these dudes are going. Yo, we were sitting in a straight, right? In a straight line, straight away. Bro, it's a fucking blip. This shit is a blip. You don't see the car on the straights. You don't see it. It's too fast for the naked eye. Like that's how fast these motherfuckers are going. Crazy, it is insane levels of speed. Just the IQ, the way that these drivers are able to memorize the tracks, the way that they're able to just know like these corners. There's also a dope story. So Brian just
Well, I was going to talk about how you're saying how fast it is. Let me see if this is even set up. Because this
The
is
reaction, yeah, you could do reaction.
This is a great fucking shot right here comparing. So this is comparing GT3 cars to F1 cars on the same exact spot. Yeah, so. Look, the guy's already going. He's gone.
It's not even that fast.
Yo,
Like-
it's
See, they're going fast, these GT3.
they are going fast.
That is crazy. And then F1. That's fast as fuck. Yo, like what? That's not sped up.
Yo,
Bro, and for context, like that's not like a straight turn like this. You're going downhill and then you're turning right, going down, and midway as you gotta go left again, you're going up and then you gotta straighten out again.
Jeez.
Like, bro.
yo, look up a regular person driving like in an F1 car, like how their necks
G-force.
are because of the G-force, dude. This shit is hilarious, but it's insane. So to me, like again, guys, like I could be super biased, but I think from the movie's perspective, the movie hit all of the important notes. Yeah, that first one right there. Look at this shit.
That's not even like a real F1 car.
Right. Dead.
And yo, the amount of force that these guys need to press the brakes.
It's like 200 pounds of force or something like that.
Yeah, it is like you have to really slam. You have to really press against the brakes. It's not like a normal. And remember, they're using their left foot to brake, while they're using their right foot to also accelerate. So
Right.
it's insane. And in the past, these motherfuckers used to also have a clutch,
Yo,
stick shift.
how insane
Imagine
is that?
doing this shit
So-
with no power steering, 3 pedals, a stick shift, and you're holding the steering wheel with one hand. So
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
power steering. So you're
Speed
really
racer.
like,
So Ariel had asked me earlier, like offline before we went live. He was like, because we were talking about Sir Lewis Hamilton, who's a current F1 driver.
Lewis Hamilton.
He's tied for the most the most championships in F1 history. Just the longevity absolutely could be labeled as the GOAT. Just some context for y'all. But and I told him he does encapsulate everything that a GOAT needs to be called the GOAT. So you can absolutely call him the GOAT. But what Brian is pulling up right now is a Brazilian guy by the name of Ayrton Senna.
it's the guy I got tatted on my leg.
And so, and that's why I love that Brian brought that up, because in his era, in the 80s, 90s, yo, this dude
it shows his
this dude
fucking
had a clutch. I don't want to see that shit.
That shit is sad.
This dude had a clutch, and he had to shift gears. Like these guys now, they don't have a clutch and they don't need to shift gears. Like they could shift gears
paddle
through the
shifters.
paddles, right?
Yeah.
But it's just, and so that's
Well,
why
he was
many
alive
consider
when they
him.
switched it to. This is why he was just awesome, bro. Because he didn't give a fuck about just winning. He wanted to win, and he wanted to show everyone. Not even to show everyone. He just wanted to blow everyone out of the water.
Yeah.
And he pushed the cars to the limit. He didn't give a fuck if he was gonna crash, because he was in first by many, almost like a minute, I think, on this one, and he crashed, ended up losing. He still won the Grand.
Yeah.
He still won like the championship, but that cost him that race, and he just didn't care. He was fucking bad. Like I'm saying, watch the show on Netflix. Watch the documentary on him if you want, but the show, I think, kind of explains it pretty well. And then the Schumacher documentary, bro. Amazing as well.
Yeah, Mark is in the Discord, by the way. He is back, and we are going to get his non-spoiler thoughts.
And we're also
Need to
gonna
make a gun.
Superman.
And also, if you guys want some insight on Sonny Hayes, he's a legendary driver, man. Like he's just
We'll get back to F1.
he raced
I
with
understand.
Schumacher and
About the
Prost. He raced with Schumacher, Prost, Senna.
So Brim, in the beginning, there's a nice montage, like from the 90s, and like you see Senna's white and red McLaren and the yellow helmet. So obviously,
I would
like
have cried already.
they alluded to it. So that's what I'm saying. They did such a nice job of
Bro, this shit is legit.
of paying homage to the history, of actually just showing the dangers of it, of showing just what the sport is about, the drama. And this movie, I think, got so many people into the Netflix series. Guys, highly recommend Drive to Survive. If y'all want, maybe you might think the driving, you know, some of it, some races may be boring, whatever. The drama that goes on in Drive to Survive between these different teams and drivers is just insane. And the production value is so next level as well, bro. It's so clean.
It's also, that's something that I wanted to commend the film for. That I was telling JB that, like, I feel like there's always a moment when I'm watching a film for the first time that it just has me, like I'm in. Mm-hmm. And that was, you know, firstly, the editing in the film, I'm in. Like how the beginning was edited, the Daytona 24 hours, and I'm just like, okay, so it's getting you into the
wake me up if we lose.
Yeah, no, don't wake me up if we lose. That's what he said.
Don't wake me up if we lose.
Yeah, he said don't wake me up if we lose. Yeah. So, you know, you have Sonny, a character that's just like, all right, yo, I just want to drive.
Yeah.
And seeing him like get ready for to drive in the Daytona, that's when I'm like, oh, like they did this shit like legit. Like this is
like
for
you were
real.
there.
Like you were there, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then that was just the prologue. And then when we get to now Europe with the F1 track on the practice track with Damson Idris, and then that score playing, I'm like, I'm in. I'm in.
But that's another. That's also there. What's up, Mark? We'll get to you in a sec, brother. Is he? Can you hear us, Mark? Hello.
Maybe we're muted.
Mark from New Jersey. Damn, what a hype beast. Yo, we can't. Hold on, we can't hear you, Mark. Hold on.
Yeah, Mark, we can't hear you.
Mark, you're like,
you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Now. Hey,
wow.
Yo, Mark, talk to us, you hype beast.
Wait, hold on. Are we done with F1? Are we done with F1?
No, we're not done with F1.
No, we're not. We can wait.
We'll wait. Okay. That makes sense.
I want to show them. I want to show them because Senna probably also had one of the best looking cars like ever.
Yeah,
the McLaren,
and his helmet complimented. Like you just knew it was him. Like you knew it was him coming.
Sir Lewis Hamilton was a big Senna fan,
inspired.
And he was actually gifted one of Senna's helmets, which is insane.
He is an honorary Brazilian citizen.
Yeah, and that too. But look how sick this car is, dude. Like, are you kidding me? This is the one that was in the video. Pretty sure it's 1988. It's called a McLaren MP44. I'm pretty sure it's a V6 twin turbo.
Yo,
with slicks on it.
And this is actually the one that Lewis Hamilton drove to test drive, like honorary like drive. And I think he drove it recently last year around the Brazilian track.
Dude, this shit is so clean, bro.
So
that
nice.
McLaren looks so clean. But yeah, to your point. Well, welcome, Mark. Welcome to episode 332. Glad you could make it here.
Yes, sir.
You're just in time for our F1 discussion.
Nice. I didn't want to miss this because I did want to talk about it.
Nice, sure. Yeah. So chat, let us know if you've seen it. If not, kind of what Brim said last week. He's like, bro, like I'm bound to know what's about to happen in the movie, but you know, he's just gonna experience the movie for the visuals, the sound, everything that comes with it. For sure.
What a great story.
But Ariel, to get back to my point though, that was also intentional in the sense where F1 is the peak of racing.
Yeah.
So so Daytona, you're like, oh shit, like this is kind of lit.
He's smoking in the pit.
Right,
and stuff.
You're like, oh, but you still were like, oh, this is lit, dope. But then you get to the F1 track and you're just like,
tech. Oh. You see them breaking down the laps and the sectors and stuff. I'm like, come on, bro, this is fucking lit.
Yo,
this is lit.
It's something. It's incredible, man. And I think again, the film itself does such a good job of just showing you
how real it is.
that, and also just the engineering that goes into these cars,
Bro, the
like these are.
technical
I don't know if it was you or if it was Eunice that has said like these are just rocket ships on land.
Oh, I said that. Yeah, they're spaceships with wheels, and then like pretty much everybody bands together to see who has the faster spaceship with wheels.
It's insane. It's
For
insane.
a tenth of a second, bro. Tenth of a second.
Everything
That's what we're
matters,
doing.
and I think this is one of those sports where you have to be almost perfect, if not perfect, come race weekend.
Even the proper
even in
weight.
qualifying, like you could be the fastest car, and then like you fuck some shit up in
Doesn't mean
qualifying.
shit. And another thing too, you learn when you actually watch F1 is qualifying doesn't. Yeah, you qualify and it gets you in the right spot on the grid for the race day, but
Yeah, but I don't mean shit. Yeah.
that doesn't mean I qualified first, I'm gonna win, and I'm the fastest. No, there's a thing called race pace. Race pace is different than actual qualifying. Qualifying is one lap, one fast lap. No
Yep.
one's in front of you, no one's behind you. You just do the
Yep.
perfect line.
No pit
That's-
strategies.
That's very like obviously I'm not saying that's hard. That's easy to do, but racing you gotta manage your tires. You gotta have the right strategy when to pit, when to not pit. You're gonna overtake. Like it's just do you choose to battle the guy, to defend, let it go, let your teammate go, argue about your teammate? There's just so much going on. The drama is fucking sick, bro.
Plan A,
And that-
Plan B.
And there used to be times where you had to pit to put gas in, bro. Now they
yo, isn't that
eliminated
insane?
Imagine having to pit to put
Yeah,
gas in.
but that's why
quickly-
it's not. They're not using those bigger engines anymore. So
Because it
that's why they
doesn't- yeah.
minimize that so that they don't have to.
I even
to go
heard-
to
Nah,
pits
there's a way to have bigger engines now, and
still not be able to have to refuel.
yeah, I think they're trying to push to get.
They even have E
I think
F1.
so.
They have. I've seen an E electric
The electrics
F1.
ones?
Yeah,
Electric F1, they change cars.
because of the battery.
They literally just have two
You have to like
cars.
hop out real
They
quick.
hop out and go, or yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
that
I
is
don't watch that
insane.
shit. That shit is
Yo,
corny.
but High Tolerance, our boy Zay, welcome back, brother. He said F1 mid, y'all tripping.
That's fine, bro. That's
like
you,
F1 the movie.
you
or
just
the
mad the
sport?
movie. You just mad the movie was faster than you. Anyway, so
I think you tripping, bro. I think you tripping.
I think you got a mid tolerance,
But
bro.
yo, we need to have a conversation on Javier Bardem, and anytime he shows up in a movie, how great he is. Just right, clocks in. It's like, yo, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Yep. Here to work. Here to do my job.
and I love his subtlety, his nuances, like when in certain scenes where he's just like, "Ay Dios mío, ay Dios mío," and I'm just like, "Oh."
He's like,
God.
where's Sonny? It's like, how dare you, yo? We got freaking Rebecca Fergie doppelganger in this movie, bro. Like Kate McKenna, bro. Like Carrie Condon, yo. What, you don't think she looks like Rebecca Fergie? A little bit, bro.
Look her up.
I don't really see it that much.
I don't see it.
I saw it.
I think I could see it. Let me
I
see.
saw it.
I don't see it.
Yo, both of them, with all due
You
respect,
gotta look her
I'm
up in
just
the
saying.
movie.
Yeah, you gotta look up in the movie for sure. I for a split second with the trailers, I thought that was Rebecca Fergie.
That's hate.
How's that hate?
Don't talk to me about hating Rebecca Ferguson, bro. Yeah, that looks.
I don't hate Rebecca Ferguson. I think she's great. She's an excellent actress.
Doom Part 3 shooting now. But again, I thought the whole cast was great. Damson Idris, who is again potentially playing Black Panther, as JP, I thought he was good. The only thing is, I think they had an actress.
Kate was Friday from Age of Ultron.
Yep.
AD said.
Yeah. Mr. Stark.
Oh yeah,
I can't hear him. Yeah, that's her.
fire. They had one actress that like they got completely like cut from the movie.
What?
Yeah, what's her name? She was the shawty from Bridgerton. Is it Simone Ashley? Yeah, Simone Ashley.
She has two first names.
She had the one scene, like it was not even a scene, like they were just literally showing celebrities as they like doing the F1.
Oh, the Hemsworths they kept them in, yeah.
And that was another thing that kept it really like authentic. Again, guys, they actually went to the Grand Prix to shoot this movie. That's why it took 4 years to shoot this movie, because they were there with the drivers, with the celebrities,
And Brim
with
was
the
one of the
broadcasters.
Yo, they literally placed, and people clocked this out when they showed the trailers. They showed a trailer of like the cockpit view and them racing, and he was behind like actual real drivers. They just took someone else's cockpit view, right, and placed Sonny there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they just like reshot
Yeah.
it. So that was a real race, but he wasn't there. It was someone else's.
Right.
So they just took someone else's.
Dude,
view.
how insane.
That's crazy.
How insane.
Fucking fire.
That's why this is to me maybe by far the best like shot racing film.
Oh, this
Like,
makes
that
Ford
there's
versus
been.
Ferrari, bro.
Don't say nothing disrespectful because Ford versus Ferrari is still clean. We don't need the disrespect.
they don't do it like I can just tell from the trailers that this is probably the
Next
best.
level.
Yeah.
Next level.
This-
The,
Bro.
Next
the
level.
one movie that is like was in my opinion the best for like cars racing.
Rush.
No,
Rush is
not
a
even
fire
because a lot
movie
of it
too,
is CGI. Even in Senna, it's
Yeah,
CGI.
yeah,
But Need for Speed, bro.
Yo, when was the last time you watched Need for Speed? When was the last time you watched
It's
Need
been a
for
minute.
Speed?
This might be one of those things. Like
Yeah.
if I go back to
You
rewatch
just not
it,
going back.
but I remember the car scenes,
Yeah.
bro, were sick.
Yeah.
Like when they had the Koenigsegg's racing each other, bro. I'm talking about racing. The movie had okay
Right,
acting,
right.
whatever. I mean, it's fucking Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, that scene, bro.
Yo, not for nothing though. Even Gran Turismo was solid when it came to like the racing scenes. But again, I just don't think anything comes close to what F1 did in what they did. You know, Sir Lewis Hamilton also produced on the film, so he was somebody. One thing I will say though. Because Brad Pitt even said, and shout out Brad Pitt, who did a great job as Sonny Hayes. Treat your family with better respect, though. But one thing Brad Pitt said was that Lewis Hamilton was someone who, whenever they did something, like he would be the one to be like, nah, like that, that won't happen or that will happen. Because Sonny does a lot of things in this movie. Like, and again, guys, you got to understand, and that's why I implore y'all to watch. Drive to Survive, because a lot of these teams, like you have bigger teams right now, the Red Bulls, the Mercedes, the McLarens, Ferrari's getting up there again, but they've been mid for a little bit, but they obviously have a lot of history. They're really really good. These are teams that got money. This is a money sport. Like, this shit is cash. Like, these are like
cash money, bro.
It's crazy.
Big money over here.
Big money for sure. So they got money, but like something like in the movie with Apex GP, like there are teams like that in the real F1 world that don't got that kind of money. So
Haas.
they just don't got the facilities to, they don't got the facilities to do what some of these bigger teams are doing. So what they have to bank on is kind of strategizing, hope that they can bring their car to a good enough pace, and then, strategies with the pits or strategies with just, teamwork, which is what they did a lot in this movie, which,
box.
But Sonny did a lot of things in here that was very much like, even though his first F1 race so he was last, right? He was starting last. He was last in qualifying. So he was starting out last place on the grid. And so they're warming their tires up. And y'all may be thinking like, oh, but they only chilling there for like a minute.
Nah.
Bro, a minute here? Those tires are cold, son. Those tires are cold.
By the time Sonny got to the front.
So Sonny was just delaying, and then everyone was getting tight. But by the time he got to the grid, his tires are warmer than anyone else's. So he's going to have a clean start. And that's what happened. So he was kind of playing... I don't want to even use it. I will use the term dirty, like, because he was playing a little dirty.
He wasn't playing dirty. He was using the rules against them. That's how you do it.
True. He kept fucking up his own car, so the safety car kept coming out.
The safety car is back on the grid.
Again, yeah. So it's just and then
combat.
Yo, shit is clean, bro. And then, he when he went to the pits and he was like, yo, where's Verstappen? They're like, oh, 30 seconds out. He's like, all right, so I'm waiting. So then he just waits. Again, I really don't know if this is against the rules or not.
Is that against the rules?
I really don't know if these things are against the rules.
He was waiting to get back on the grid.
So his teammate
after pitting.
His teammate was either in second or third. He was last in the race pretty much. So he had went in. And then he went into the pits, and then he had asked, where's Max? Like, where's Verstappen? Like they're like, oh, he's in first. He's 30 seconds out. He's like, okay, I'm gonna wait here.
Yeah, let me know.
He's like, let me know when he's like approaching the corner, and then I'll come out because he was gonna fend him off so that his teammate could then like catch
Overtake,
up.
yeah.
So he was doing some. I really don't know if those are.
Some,
I'm
like,
sure.
Perez shit.
I'm sure, right? I'm sure that the FIA, which is the governing body of Formula One, I'm sure they'll look at that and be like, they are buns.
They might make a rule after
right.
that,
They'll probably
like,
create
I don't
exactly
see why you can't do that.
Exactly.
You're kind of fucking yourself up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I really don't think there is a rule for that. So that's why.
so lit,
yeah.
But apparently there were a lot of rules that a lot of things that they did that was like just not be allowed. People would just be penalized for. But this was just like Formula One geeks, like nitpicking.
Yeah.
Like someone at my gym who's a big F1 head, he was like, "Yo, they had
F-head?
Yeah, he's an F-head. He's like, "Yo, they had like backfire coming out of the exhaust, like fire," and he's like, "Formula One doesn't do that. Like they probably just added it for Hollywood." But then I realized, or I saw Raiders of the Lost podcast post something about how they used F2 cars instead of F1 for like I guess the actual.
Yeah, some scenes to put the camera on, like to follow cars. They had F2 cars. Yeah,
they do backfire.
Hell yeah.
Because their engines are. It's just the way that it's built. It's a little bit different. It doesn't mean it's faster. It's obviously not faster. F1 isn't fastest, but. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And I think their main reason for not using F1 cars was because of how fucking expensive it would be to
crash one.
No, to maintain one. Just
they do crash. His
cost,
first practice lap with them, because he's basically trying out, like he's auditioning for like the team. So basically,
was he already a Formula One driving before?
Well, he was before.
Well, he raced with Senna, with Schumacher, with Prost. But then he got into a really bad accident.
So he was a Formula One driver.
He was,
but I was about to say,
there's
no way you just never race F. But that would have been like, get the fuck
exactly.
out of here,
So that's what I loved about it, and how it kept it authentic. And then even on his first practice run, I'm just like, no way he's about to finesse this shit. And he did it. Like he fucked it up. Like but they saw that he was able, his experience was able to give the team information that the rookie couldn't give them. He was like, oh, like we're losing pace over here. And then the race engineer like looks at like her rookie. She's like, you see, like this is what I need. We need to work together, or else I don't know how to make the car faster for us. Yeah. Like I don't know where you're losing these abilities.
Good.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
So good.
Yo, was Alonso in the movie?
Yeah.
Morning.
A lot of the drivers were. They showed Hamilton a good amount. They showed Verstappen. Perez. They showed Alonso.
Leclerc.
Alonso was probably the only guy.
Leclerc, yeah. Leclerc, I like that.
That's my boy, bro.
Leclerc,
yeah, that's your boy. He's kind of slow. Anyway, bro? It's Lewis or nobody, bro.
Lewis is doing ass.
Yo, they're teammates right now. Yo, chill. Ass is crazy. Ass is crazy.
And they're teammates now.
He's doing
Lewis
mediocre. Nah, he's doing mediocre.
Leclerc's doing better than him.
He's in a mediocre car.
And they're in the same team.
He's in a mediocre car.
And they're in the same team, driving the same car. Leclerc's doing better than him.
They're both mediocre right now. They're both.
What do you got to say about
Okay, where did they race last? Then where were
Silverstone.
Silverstone.
Leclerc wasn't in the points. Hamilton was fourth. Hold that.
Oh, okay. What about before that? Leclerc was third and Hamilton was not even.
So in the most recent race
again.
So in the most recent race, Lewis.
I don't know why I'm saying that. I got a Hamilton poster on my fucking wall. I don't have a Leclerc poster. Damn. Hamilton is my guy.
So Hamilton finished P4 always. Most recently.
Yeah.
GOAT.
There's like how many races in a fucking season?
It doesn't matter, bro.
We're halfway there. We're halfway there.
Hamilton. It's 24, Hamilton, bro.
And we've done 13 or 12
I'm just
or 13.
saying, you glazing OD. Like this is the equivalent of like, oh, I'm going to become a football fan. I'm going to be a Patriots fan back when the Patriots were.
No, but he's not even my favorite racer,
because of Tom Brady.
He's not even my favorite racer, though.
Who's your favorite racer?
Sonny Hayes. So, we're going to
Who's your favorite racer?
Sonny Hayes.
That's real. Don't say it again. I'm going to fucking shove this up your ass.
Oh, my God.
I will make it fit.
He's like, Sonny.
Sonny.
At that point, you kind of just want it.
Yo.
Hayes.
Mark, talk to us, bro. What are your thoughts on F1?
And what does Albus think?
Yeah. F1 was awesome. I went into it not knowing like anything. Like it wasn't until after that I learned like what Bremen mentioned. Like apparently some of the things that happened in the movie like wouldn't be allowed in F1 like in real life. But I think that's okay to take some kind of, what's the word? Like like allow certain things to just slide, you know, just because I think it was just so well shot, like you guys were saying. I think the standout for me, I think Brad Pitt did, like, you know, he kind of does this character a lot. I feel like I've seen this kind of like aloof character. He kind of goes with, you know what I mean? Like, it's like not a,
yeah, it was very similar. It was very similar to Joseph Kosinski's Top Gun Maverick, where you have Tom Cruise's, you know, old experience, you know, pilot. Yeah. Same thing here with the driver. You know, he's dealing with this cocky newcomer, and you know, he's got to kind of guide him in a sense. So yeah, for sure. So you've seen the character before, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah, and I would love like to learn a lot more about how they shot it and everything, but because I think it's so interesting that I know that they followed them around, you know, like during the whole season and stuff, but it's just so interesting. I mean, like, it's funny, like I thought I'd be more interested in the racing part, but I'm actually more interested in the building of the car and the science that goes into that, and how you like how much a second is like value in that sport.
A second is like
half a second is
winning.
everything.
Half a second is already a lot too.
Half a second.
Yeah.
We're talking
like
milliseconds.
just small fractions of time.
Yeah,
make it like such a huge difference, and it's like it's just so cool.
That's because you're literally going 200 miles an hour. So like, imagine two cars going 200 miles an hour, and you just hit a corner slightly quicker. That's that millisecond, that thousandth of a second that you're gaining at 200 miles an hour is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
If they're going 60 miles an hour, that's not that much. Like, it's just because they're going so fast.
Yeah. And something as well, just kind of going back to Senna and going back to, again, guys, just understanding the IQ level of these drivers when it pertains to this. There was you could probably find this on YouTube as well. There's a clip of him where I forgot what track it was, but he did it obviously, you know, Friday practice, Saturday qualifying, you know, Sunday race, and he fucks up and like hits one of the barriers. So he's out the race. He goes back. His race engineer's like, "Yo, like, all good, whatever. Fuck it, it happens. Maybe it's even that Monaco shit." And then he goes to the race engineer and he tells him, he's like, "Yo, that barrier moved.
Yeah,
that barrier was moved a few inches." The guy was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I'm telling you."
It wasn't Monaco. It was another. He
was like, "I didn't fuck it up." He was like, "Somebody moved that shit." And they went to check, they went to measure, and they did. Like, it got moved. I forgot what was the reason why it got moved or whatever, but he was like, "Nah, I didn't fuck that shit up. They fucked me up."
Because these motherfuckers, it's the same thing pilots do, where they close their eyes and they memorize like moves that they're gonna do if they're in sync, like the Blue Angels.
Right.
Formula One drivers, they can drive a track in their head and shift. They do it all the time to practice.
That's what JP was doing. He was like this.
Yeah, that's real. They do that shit because they memorize it and they know how much to turn. And like I said, Senna really pushed the limits. So he would go like close to barriers because he needs to cut those corners. And he also did this trick back when the cars were turbo while he's turning, because turbos take a while to spool up and actually push your car, like actually give you torque. It's called turbo lag. And when you're hitting a corner and you're letting go of the gas, when you press the gas again, the turbo spools up again and it lags until the engine actually makes it quicker, right? That torque takes a while to load. While he's turning, he would tap the accelerator, and he did this on his own. Like, this was one thing that he did, and it stood out out of everyone else. No one did this. He would tap his accelerator while he's turning. It wouldn't make you go faster, but him tapping it kept the turbo fan spooling at the same speed, so that by the time he got out of the turn, when he floored it, it didn't lag. So he was getting out of corners way quicker than everyone else.
So that's literally where Mario Kart gets his fucking, like, it's drift turbo from fucking Senna. Because in Mario Kart, if you tap
bro
drift,
had a whole epiphany.
Yeah,
Right?
I felt it.
Bro, he was like,
if you tap drift while you're turning, by the time you get out of the turn into a straight, you're out of there. That's so
that's
lit.
fucking
No one's drifting. I
hysterical,
didn't
dude.
say a thing
Bro,
about drifting.
it's about keeping the wheels in motion, bro. That's all. The spooling. That's what you're saying.
That is
No,
hilarious.
I'm in.
It is not that.
I'm in.
But okay.
I'm in, bro.
Yo.
Sunny Haze all day.
Yeah, AD has said peek right in. Love that poker scene with Desmond. Is Desmond? Damon.
Damson Idris.
Is Damson? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a gambler and it showed through his racing. Yeah, that's also true.
Yep.
I love the scene with him and Javier where they're just sitting. It's like big day. It's like
Yep.
yep,
You good? Good.
yep.
Good.
He just leaves. Yo, their bromance fire. Loved it.
Love it.
Loved it.
Love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just something where, again, once you and this could go for any sport really, but there's a lot of strategy when it comes to this stuff. And when you really start understanding the strategy, because again, you know, a whole race changes with rain. A whole race changes with safety cars or multiple safety cars. It changes with pitch strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of these things can affect where you place. You know what I mean? So it's just something where if your car could be fast, but if your team is fucking up the strategy, guess what? Like that's gonna hurt you. It's gonna end up hurting you. Ferrari.
So who's the team to like now?
To like
McLaren.
McLaren have found their way. They are the strongest team at the moment.
Is that where
Red
Verstappen
Bull,
is at?
No, Verstappen is at Red Bull that just let go of their team principal, who's been there for 20 years, won them 8 drivers' championships, 6 constructors.
4 from Alonso, right?
No, 4 from Sebastian Vettel, and then 4 from Verstappen.
Wow.
Yep.
Alonso was
2
Renault.
on the Renault. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Did he ever race for Red Bull? No, right?
For Red Bull? No, never for
Wait,
Red
so
Bull.
then, so Lewis and Charles are at
Ferrari.
Ferrari?
But
Yeah, I want
Lewis,
Vettel to come back. He was so.
yeah, nah, he's done. He's living life.
Yeah.
Sir Lewis had a lot of success with Mercedes. He brought them to the top. He won one with McLaren prior. He almost won his rookie season. That's how nice he was. He lost in his rookie season by a single point in the last race.
And he won his first by a single point
Yep, the year
against a
after.
Brazilian
The year after in Brazil.
in Brazil.
Wild.
So the
Brazilian
in the last corner.
Yo, pull that shit up, bro. Pull that shit up, bro. That shit
Nah,
was
that shit is
mind blowing,
depressing,
bro.
bro.
That shit is depressing, but it was wild.
Just picture they're racing in Brazil. Brazilian is about to win for the first time since Senna, and he races for Ferrari, and Brazil loves Ferrari. So he wins the race. So he got the most points possible. Hamilton, all he had to do was get, I think, 5th place, and that would have been enough points to beat him by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
He overtook. It started raining. He overtook from 6th to 5th place on the last fucking turn because the guy messed up in front of him. I think the guy messed up, or he actually just overtook because he was just nice. I think someone else.
He was on the wrong tires.
Or some shit got fucked up.
Yeah.
And
Should've
switched to
he overtook
intermediates.
him. The Brazilians started celebrating.
Yeah, his family was
Ferrari
celebrating.
team was celebrating.
Yo, remember the dude that fucking punched? Yo, he punched him. Yo, pull that up at least.
Yeah, hold on. This shit is so funny, bro. Because they found out. They were like, no, we didn't win.
Yeah, we lost. Yo, he fucking punches
His
this
name is
glass
Felipe
shit,
Massa
bro.
is the driver.
Yo, he fucking punches this glass screen in the garage, dude. And like even like Massa's family was looking at him like, yo, this dude is tweaking out right now, son. Yeah, bro. Fall celebration.
It's the first video.
Yo. Oh, bro.
And you will. Well, the Ferrari boys are celebrating.
They both think they won, but
Ferrari are wrong. They're absolutely wrong. Hamilton's
Look, they realized they're wrong.
Lewis,
Look what this guy
the
does.
father has just realised that he's celebrating.
Where is it?
That's whack. Just show Ferrari crew member kicking or hitting glass like wall or whatever. Hitting glass fucking shit. What the fuck? Yo, that was back when Lewis was dating what's her name from the Pussycat Dolls?
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yeah. Yo, he's been out with Sofia Vergara, Shakira. Yo, yeah, bro, he be. Ferrari
They say
mechanic
they say
loses
no,
temper.
No.
That's
on.
Hamilton. Yo, he headbutts that shit. I forgot about that shit.
Novato bastardo.
Yo, even Monsters Dad was like, "Yo, you're bugging, bro. Like, chill. It ain't that deep."
Yo, that's a 15-second penalty.
Yo, that shit is crazy, son.
He was in the movie.
It's funny because all the Brazilians were tight about this shit, and they hated Hamilton. And now Hamilton is is a Brazilian citizen, and he's like painted on the fucking walls. He's got murals all over Brazil.
But what happened that garnered this kind of praise? Like,
he just always showed love for Brazil. He always showed love for Brazil. I think he always shows love for Senna because he just talks about how that was his, that was his
and the
hero.
Brazilians are kind of dying out in F1.
Oh yeah, there's no one.
There was one, Gabriel Bortoleto.
Yeah, but like
Bortoleto,
like a number one driver for a team.
It's dying down for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna give this a wavy. It is my second favorite film of the year. I don't think anything is gonna beat Sinners, to be honest. I think that's gonna be my one for the year. But I won't. Never know.
He might look up.
I haven't seen 20. I might look up. I haven't seen 28 Years Later. I've heard that was an incredible movie. I'm very excited to watch it. I actually just watched Ballerina.
Me
enjoyed
too.
It. You liked it?
Oh,
fucked with it?
I understand what Mark said now
about
how she's more brutal.
That's me. I said that.
Dude.
Yeah, I never said that.
Oh, Ariel. Yeah. Way more. Oh, yeah. I think Mark was like, I don't know about that. Nah, I know about that. She was way more gruesome.
Did Mark watch it?
I didn't even see the movie. What am I gonna cook?
Yo, somebody said that shit. Who said that shit?
Maybe it was Eunice. Bro.
She absolutely.
Yo, she was washing.
It was
She was washing.
Mark, can I talk about it a little bit?
Hold on. Mark, what would you do? Anything left to say about F1 and what would you rate it?
Nothing to say. I think you guys did a good job kind of breaking it down.
I didn't even watch it.
I probably put Heat.
Why not wavy, bro? Bro is so Superman coded right now. Look at Mark has never laughed like that. Mark's like, ha ha.
Mark got gunned down.
Mark got gunned down, bro.
Yeah, hey man.
Twice.
I don't know what to tell you.
Twice. Bro got gunned down twice.
The gun didn't jam. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I go Heat, but it's not like it's, I think it just kind of was missing one or two elements, like just to.
Like what, bro?
I would say probably like a side plot, like a side story to kind of keep it going a little bit more. Like I felt like we didn't utilize Damson Idris's character enough. I feel like we could have seen a little bit more of him.
So that's where I think the Simone Ashley character, where I think that was going to be his love interest in the movie, but I think the movie was already 2.5 hours long. So I think if they included that, it would have been a longer film, which obviously moviegoers will be hesitant on that. So they had more of his personal connection be with his mom, which was a therapist from Ted Lasso. Shout out to her.
I more so meant of like him interacting with Sonny more. I felt like those scenes were great, and I think we could have gotten a little bit more of those. But like it's like kind of like a little bit nitpicky stuff about what I would have preferred, like would have wanted to also see more of, and it's like, why set up the like, I don't think it's pointless romance. I don't like that everyone keeps calling it a pointless romance between Sonny and
Kate.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, like I just feel like, but it's like if you're not even gonna allow it to happen, like to continue after the movie, like you could have at least subbed out some of the scenes to give them more time to.
But he said, "See you down the road."
Him and I know, but like, you know what I mean. It's
yo.
like, obviously, they're not dating still.
Brim.
You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like it could have been done a little bit differently. But again, it was awesome. I still loved it.
Bro hated
I think it definitely got me into the whole thing. I'm trying to watch Drive to Survive. Once I come down off my Superman high, I'll probably get back to it.
Fire.
Nah, bro. Tell me what I was gonna say before, because you interrupted me to have Mark do all this. What was I gonna say?
We're gonna talk about Ballerina.
I was like, what did I say?
Because I don't fucking remember.
But I'm gonna interrupt you again. 3 laps is a lifetime. It's not about the money. Then what's it about?
What is it about them? What is it about them? And he just goes like this.
What's he doing? He's flying. Yo, I can't wait, bro. You looking mad stupid right now. I can't wait for you to watch that shit, bro. Yo, Ariel.
This
Wavy, baby. Yeah.
from the first prologue
to the checkered flag.
To the checkered flag, man. I'm on the grid, bro.
Y'all not fucking with me tonight, bro. Y'all not fucking with me tonight, bro. Y'all not fucking
That
with
was
me.
your question?
Confirm.
Love
Fire.
F1. It's Sinners and F1 this year so far.
Yo, me and you. What's your 3? What's your 3?
Sinners, F1, and blank, because I don't have a third that
Thunderbolts, Mission Impossible.
Bro doesn't want me to talk.
Thunderbolts is great.
Stop asking questions, bro. Can I go back to what I was gonna fucking say?
Yeah, what are you gonna say about Ballerina, bro?
Mark, can I talk about it?
I didn't say anything. I did not talk.
No, but he's asking so we don't spoil it for you.
Oh, yes. I thought you were asking me like I'm talking. I was like, I didn't say it.
No, not that.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Don't worry about
All I was gonna say is her utilization of grenades is extremely
I
creative.
like the way you said that.
Bro, you're really going to say that? I didn't watch the... No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
That was so funny.
I know.
That shit was crazy, bro. Me and Victoria, I kept rewinding it, but I looked at her and she was like, I was like, I'm going back. I gotta rewind.
Everybody in the theater went, oh, like that. They were like, oh shit.
When she first did it when she went to go look for guns, and then she put the guy over the table, and then it blew up, bruh. And then she did it where she hung a guy, and then poof, blew up. I was like, yeah, that was so unnecessary. But John Wick does the same thing, like unnecessary additional shots that are not needed, but he just does it.
Yo, she was clapping, bro. She was clapping.
This film was absolutely claptacular.
Agreed.
Absolutely claptacular. I think
is it better than any of the John Wick movies?
You're bugging, but
I'm asking. I'm asking.
I don't think so.
I think it's better.
No, right?
I don't think so.
But it's up there.
It's fire.
It's
fire.
It's definitely a great addition to the series, and I think Ana de Armas can continue her action bout with this because the way she was really performing here was incredible, bro. Like it was plus 10 every time she was on the floor. I promise you. Plus 20.
Yeah, nah, she was, and I love when Keanu Reeves just shows up and he's like, yeah,
rules, consequences,
walk away.
He's like so like just low effort.
He's just like, bro, I don't want to be here.
You do such a good job, bro.
Like John Wick doesn't want to be there, but I love because this takes place between 2 and 3, right?
No, 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because he cashes in his thing, his money in the bank. He's like, nah, bitch, you can't kill me. You owe me.
But I think that for action films, we need to use this.
Claptacular.
When it's like absolutely,
clap meter.
Like,
You need a clap meter.
Yeah, like it's so damn good. It was so damn good.
Nah, for sure. I'm giving it a heat. I had a great time with it.
Oh yeah, I'll give Ballerina a heat as well.
But my top 3 right now, so y'all got my top 2. I'm still also debating on my third for the year. But again, I do got to watch 28 years
I
later.
Watch 3 movies.
Because I saw Chewy has said his was Sinners, Bring Her Back, and Life of Chuck. Yo, I heard Bring Her Back is scary as shit. Scary as shit movies I don't want to watch in theaters, but I watch like...
What would you consider...
Worse watching it at home.
Why? Hell no.
Home, alone.
Who said anything about alone? Who said anything about alone?
You could be alone with your wife.
Together, we're alone.
Weapons, I think, comes out next month. That looks solid. That looks like a nice, scary
What do you mean Weapons comes out? We got
the
gun
guns
in theaters
jail.
already, ready.
Yo, so I guess we'll talk to Mark. Or if you want to switch over to Mark real quick, because we got to hear his non-spoiler Superman. Or actually before that, let's watch Wing of the Week. Yo, Brim, you mind throwing on Wing of the Week? Mark did a pre-recorded one for the peeps.
What?
Yeah, a pre-recorded Wing of the Week. Check it out.
Check it
out. It's one of the scenes on OBS.
Take a gander.
Is it on?
It's on OBS, yeah. Or it's actually on the joint, yeah.
going on, guys?
Yo, how did that happen?
That's trippy.
I pre-recorded this whole segment because I'm probably getting back from watching Superman for the second time.
Ah, what a hype beast!
Wait to do a spoiler full, review for you guys. But also, it's wing of the week, so let's get into it.
It's wing of the week.
First up, this is a two. I had to put two people on. I had to.
Damn.
It was just crazy. It was just crazy.
Bro doing a podium.
A lot of people need improvement.
Bro doing a podium.
A lot of people. Starting with Tyrone Magnus.
Damn. The fall from grace is crazy.
Magnus, he's a huge creator. He's done so well. Yeah. He's kind of gone the Kevin Durant route. And if you know anything about NBA, Kevin Durant was known for having burner accounts. Now he doesn't, but he used to, where he used to go back and forth with people who used to talk crap about him online.
Damn, that's why he a wing, bro.
Did he say this? No. I'm gonna put this up, right? I'm gonna put this up. You guys can keep reading. You can read it if you want. Basically, you need to stop hating on Tyrone. It's obviously you're just a hater, negative energy, blah 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 blah. And you're like, okay, this guy's just a glazer. Like nothing too crazy about this.
This guy's a glazer.
And then I didn't know this, but if you look right over here at his username, it says tcrawley-1977. And I was like, why is this going viral? Like, why are people saying this is his burner? So, I looked up when he was born, or sorry, not when he was born, but what his real name is. Maybe he changed his name.
Tyrone Crawley.
It's not looking good, but you know what? Hey, Crawley, he could have had a different, like somebody else could just have a similar name, right? But then the 1977 point, I was like, there's no way, right? There's no way, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's looking like this is his burner account, guys. There were more screenshots. I didn't want to put them all up, but it's ridiculous.
What if it's someone framing
on his
him?
account, it also spells out Tyrone Crawley, so we can't even say his name is like Tyler Crawley. On his actual account, if you go to his page, it says Tyrone Crawley. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What the hell?
Like, I don't care. I don't care. The dude is a wing. He's been, obviously, it's not just this, not just having a burner account. I don't really give a crap about that much as much, but it's more so about what he says and the things he does. It's just corny. He's a wing. He's a burger. He's all those things.
He's a burger.
So let's leave that where it is. That's my dog Albus in the back over there.
Audio so crispy, can't hear
This
him.
came up actually today, Thursday, because it is Thursday that I'm recording this. And I was kind of surprised to see this. I'm not really caught up with what this person is doing in their lives now, but Dean Cain. And you're like, wait, Dean Cain?
Two first names?
That's a guy
But
who
he's
played
Buns.
Superman on TV for, I think, 4 years. I believe it was 4 years. And he came out and said this. How woke is Hollywood going to make this character? This character, obviously referring to Superman.
Yo, they are not ready for X-Men, bro. They are not ready for X-Men.
James Gunn said it's a story about an immigrant, as if it hasn't always been a story about an immigrant who comes to Earth and is great and is Superman. Like, that is what he is. He is literally an immigrant. Like, I don't know what to tell you. And so, like, obviously you see this commentary from all the morons, on like Fox News and all that stuff. But to see somebody who actually played the character of Superman for 4 years, it blows
I've
my
never
mind
heard of
that
that
people
guy.
can play a character and not
I think it was
know
a show. I don't even
like
fucking
the
know.
basics about what that character stands for. It's ridiculous to me. And it's on, like, obviously Superman's out. I want you guys to go watch it. But it's not a woke movie. It's really not woke. Like, it's just him being a good person.
That's woke now, bro. Mark, that's woke now, Mark.
Can you imagine? Somebody doesn't want somebody to die? Like, bro, people are just outing themselves as just absolute morons and just psychopaths, I feel like. And it's okay. I'm not saying you have to love the movie. Like, you know, but you can, if your criticism is that, oh, it's woke, I don't have to listen to you anymore. I know you're a wing. I know it.
Oh, look at Albert.
You and Dean Kane and Tyrone,
Hey,
you're all
Daisy.
wings. You're all wings. Yeah. That's the wing of the week, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Back to you guys over at the studio.
That was fantastic.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
First class ticket to Wingtown, bro.
Yeah, that was wing of the week, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
Yo, can you read the because I didn't get a chance to read it. What did T. Crawley say?
Oh,
the whole thing?
And what's like the context?
The whole thing?
Were you not listening?
What's the context?
What's the context?
What the fuck are you talking? What are you laughing at? Because you were just talking
do you-
about how that's obviously his burner account. Okay, but I didn't read-
It's like it was like under one. Like, where was the comment? You mean?
yeah. And what is the comment? I didn't really read it.
So the comment is, let's see. You need to stop hating on Tyrone. It's obvious you're just a hater. You have negative energy, and this is mental illness. He's a great person with great morals and high IQ, and very honest, and lots of people look up to him. If you keep this up, he might copyright strike you. So chill out. You are being a hater,
That's
and
so specific.
you need to get help. Also, don't bother replying to Tyrone because he will block you eventually. Also, he doesn't care about you, so don't bother trying to get attention from him. This video is a big old piece of trash. Oh, and James Gunn Superman looks like trash. His suit looks trash. The colors aren't even classic, and the dog scene is stupid. If you can't accept that, then you're just a Snyder hater. Henry Cavill
I low-key agree with him.
Wait, no. If you can't accept that, then you're just a Snyder hater. Henry Cavill was never given a shot to finish. Pause. But also, he left that obviously under somebody's comment over like
his videos?
on a video addressing Tyrone Magnus's dumb shit that he
That
does.
shit is that shit is like kind of weird though. Like, not gonna lie.
What?
Like writing that hard
I don't
for
expect.
Zach.
I don't expect. I expect him to be a wing, but to that extent, it's kind of hard to like. I almost feel like someone just did that as a joke. Like,
I mean, yeah,
because why would you?
but
If
it's
you're gonna
also
make
just,
a
like,
burner
hilarious.
account, why would you use your own name,
Right.
and glaze yourself so like obviously that you're talking about yourself?
Yo, but that-
like even if the
yeah.
name wasn't T. Crawley,
I
it's
agree.
like it's almost like someone did it as a joke, which
I
is
agree.
actually so funny.
Yeah,
that's
it
even
is.
funnier
It is.
Either way,
because he's
Either
still
way.
a wing.
I love
Either
it.
way, he's still a wing.
I could give a shit. That's why I said at the end. I don't care if it actually is his burner. Like, I don't care about the burner count.
Okay,
It's just
so
how he
we'll
he acts and what he does is just, and what he says is
wingish.
just fucking
Okay,
cringe.
but we'll also give T. Crawley 1977, whoever you are, if you are a Tyrone Magnus or not, you are also a part of that wing of the week podium. So it could be three people. It could be three people.
You finished P2.
You finished P3, brother.
I could. Me too.
Yo,
But yeah, so that was it.
Mark, before we get to your Superman thoughts, two pieces of news that just came out that I would like to read.
This is breaking.
This is breaking news. David Zaslav was in talks with The Rock on how to fix DC, but talks immediately ended after Black Adam flopped. Immediately ended. And then the second one, James Gunn is reportedly considering TV spinoffs for Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen. Give me Mr. Terrific, you can keep Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah, you could keep Jimmy Olsen in the dirt in BVS because who cares?
Wait, say that last part again.
Who, me or Ariel?
You.
James Gunn is reportedly considering TV spinoffs for Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen. Yes for Mr. Terrific, and you can keep the Jimmy Olsen one.
Yeah, agreed on that.
Bro, Jimmy Olsen, can't wait
Like,
to see a show
I
about
saw the
him.
movie. Not to hate. Like, you know, I'm not saying he did a bad job as Jimmy Olsen or anything. It's just,
Like, who gives a fuck?
I mean, I don't want to say. I don't want to say like.
I'll say it, bro.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say it.
Who gives a fuck,
Wait,
bro?
last one that just came out. David Zaslav reportedly dismissed developing a Black Superman movie back in 2022. Remember that Michael B. Jordan was supposed to star in, calling it "quote unquote." That's right, you guessed it, too woke.
Yeah.
That's racist.
So what is woke, guys? Because I'm confused. Like anytime somebody's doing something,
Black
somebody
Superman
does
movie.
something nice for somebody, it's woke.
yeah, because I'm
That's
so
essentially
confused
what it
at this sentiment.
Yo, that's
now.
so funny, bro.
Anything considered, anything that like shows you being like a human being is just like, nah, that's woke, bro.
Yeah. You accept other people? Woke.
Honestly, that's
Woke.
like the Waller spinoff. I don't care about Waller that much. She's cool as like a side character.
yeah.
Why the fuck do I want a show just about her?
Well, it's not just about it'll probably be like her carrying out some mission of just being a fucking soulless human being.
Yeah, but that's like, I know.
I know what you're saying, yeah, but, like-
obviously, there has to be other characters, right? But who gives a fuck, man? She's like, I don't care.
I'll be down. I'm down.
Bro,
I
that's
don't care.
that's woke. Mark, please do it. Give us your thoughts. Guys, let's pregame to Superman. Let's do this pregame.
Oh man.
Ariel perhaps is watching it tomorrow. Me, Brim, and Eunice. Well, Eunice is watching it currently, and then me and Brian
Ariel's
are gonna
watching
watch
it
it
Monday.
Yeah,
on Monday.
Yeah,
Damn, you are not a hype beast.
man.
Me and Brim are watching it on Saturday, and Mark has now already seen it twice.
Two-time Mark,
Yes, sir.
the Watcher
Yes,
for
sir.
real.
So, first, just a quick story, right? So, I was not supposed to see it on Tuesday, but then I was like, you know what? I really want to see this. Like, the hype was just, I was like, I have to see this. So, I was like, let me just look to see if there's any seats open. There was one seat left. One seat. It was the second row from the screen. So, like,
This is IMAX?
very close. IMAX, yeah.
Oh God.
Almost all the way, like three seats, like almost to the
Like
end,
in the corner
like,
too. I was not even like
yeah,
centered.
so I was like this.
Oh God, dude.
Ew,
So,
dude,
bro,
ew.
I still loved it. Like,
Ew.
I'm telling you, man, it was phenomenal.
Yo, you was
like,
looking up, bro.
Dude. I know, dude. They said to look up, so I said bet. So the walking into the theater, atmosphere was fucking amazing.
It was,
People are
it was
wearing
lit up in
cape.
there. Damn.
They're hype, like they're
That's
high
fire.
fiving each other. People who don't know each other are sitting down, like, "Yo, you excited for like talking to actual strangers?" Like,
Fire.
that's something I feel like DC fans also have just been waiting for so long to have that moment, you know, because all the time when a movie would come out, it felt like it was just getting shit on in reviews, and it just like, oh boy, you know, like you kind of have to go in with this like, all right, here we go, like kind of bracing yourself for something that you may, or like, I'm not saying you didn't like it or whatever, but like, you know, even with something like Blue Beetle, we all liked it, but it was like, you know, it wasn't to the extent, like the reception wasn't to the extent of what this is right now.
Right.
Like, dude, people are loving this movie, and I'm so happy that it's like there's a DC movie that I don't have to feel like, oh my God, I have to justify to people why I like this. Like,
Like what? What do you mean?
Just
Like BVS or
a universally
like-
loved DC film.
it's yeah. When's the last time we had that? The
Yeah,
Dark
I mean,
Knight Rises.
No,
The
stop
Batman?
this. Stop this.
Like,
There
no, I mean,
was,
like, yeah,
there
I
was
guess,
DCU
yeah. But
stuff
like, the
that
Batman
people
was
fucked
great,
with.
obviously. But before the Batman, then I guess, because I was like, thinking more things of like
This James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, but I get it. It's not
Okay,
at the
that's fair.
but it's not at the level.
But that was
of,
technically like not the universe, not
It's-
this universe, but like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's
and
like,
also what
that's fair though.
Yeah, Mark, for you before you continue, I just think it's
Yeah.
also the fact that it's like, okay, it's a brand new universe,
That
and
too.
we are
Yes.
off. We are off to a great start. Like, it's something where
Right.
people are excited. The film is getting good reviews from both the people, word of mouth, and from critics. So it's something where it's like,
Yeah.
awesome. Like, we like,
That-
and DC deserves this. It deserves okay, fresh start, clean start. Let's get it right. Let's take two.
Yes, and like to the point of like, you know, where's like, yeah, like basically what you said. It's it's the future is so bright, and we feel that now. You know, it's like this was the kind of like this thing that solidified it. I think. You know, obviously everyone liked Creature Commandos. Everyone liked, you know,
It's
Peacemaker.
time to talk about how Creature Commandos was a little on the mid.
All right,
I'm playing.
Just stop it, please.
I'm playing.
And people were. I was smiling the entire time. Loved it. It was so great, and I know that it's probably gassing it up crazy for you guys, but I just don't care. I fucking loved it. It was wavy for me for sure.
That's crazy.
Yo, where would you put it?
blazer.
Where would you put it in your your DCU ranking?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Wait, like
there's only one movie.
Yeah, like I was like, what
No.
Creature Commandos and Superman.
Oh, just DC movies in general.
DC movies in general.
Oh, in general.
Mark's like chill.
Okay,
Mark's like
like
chill.
the Dark Knight,
In
and all
general.
that stuff too.
Like
Yeah,
Dark
like
Knight,
in
the
Sergeant.
Batman, BVS.
Okay.
Justice League.
Like in terms of DC movies, do you think you would put it top?
Was it better than
top
BVS?
five?
This is all I want to know.
Yeah. In my opinion.
Bro, just he's recency bias, bro.
I've seen it twice though. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling
recently.
you, like,
Recency bias.
yo, that was a good one. So
that was a good
I'm
one.
saying the second viewing that I had, right?
You were sitting in a better seat.
I was actually staring straight into the screen. I didn't have to like.
You weren't fully looking up.
Break my neck. Listen, I'm not. It's not like the Dark Knight.
See,
It's
baby, suck
not,
my dick.
Like it's so hard to even compare that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, but for me, I love BVS. I love Superman. If you're asking me what would I prefer to watch, it's 2 hours. It's amazing the entire way through. Not that BVS isn't amazing the entire way through.
Is he a better
still
Jesse
love it.
Eisenberg?
What?
Is he a better Jesse Eisenberg?
Who's better, Jesse Eisenberg?
Who's a better Jesse Eisenberg than Jesse Eisenberg?
I got ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I was just thinking of dumb shit to say.
Better Lex. You mean like is the Lex better than
yes. I love how I say Jesse.
Is Nicholas Hoult a better Jesse Eisenberg than Jesse Eisenberg?
Nicholas Hoult smoked that fucking role. I'm not gonna lie, man. And
I'm only asking because you love Jesse Eisenberg.
I know, I do love it. And again, I don't even want to compare this shit to Zack Snyder stuff because I'm so sick and tired of seeing that everywhere. Like,
it's like
we
comparing
finally have
Heath
a
Ledger.
Superman with hope and blah blah. I'm so sick and tired of seeing all that shit. I just want to talk about the movie without comparing it to anything else. Fucking Nicholas Hoult is so great as Lex Luthor.
Top 3 villain all time.
Can we just let me finish, please? And Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, amazing.
I'm in there.
The chemistry between her and
all due respect
and David Cornsweet,
also all due respect,
so good. Like, my God, I can't express to you how great of a start this is for the universe, and it's like to have this feeling of like, yo, we know that we're in good hands. And I'll say this too.
Spoil the post credit.
James Gunn was not he was my number 2 in like comic book directing. James Gunn.
Nah, he about to say some crazy shit, bro. He about to say some crazy shit.
Comic book just comic book movie directors.
Who's number 1?
James Gunn is now.
Oh, so you're telling me there's gun reform?
There's gun reform. There is gun reform.
That's crazy, Junior.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
No, he said
Not
this
at all.
before this
Yeah,
came out.
not at
Before
all.
he turned on him,
Gun
he
is
said
the
he was
most-
great.
I didn't turn on him. Relax.
James Gunn is the most
See,
consistent.
baby, relax, bro. Brim needs to get that hate out of his heart and replace the hate with hope. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Replace one H with another, bro.
Brim want to hate so bad. On what? I'm hyped for this movie. What are you talking about? I said it's going to make more than F4. You just trying to hate on me so bad.
Is it gonna make more than F1?
Yes.
Yo, that shit's at like 300 mil.
Yeah, this shit's gonna make more than that in the second weekend. I think.
Credo.
I know a lot of people have problems with CGI, and I guess like certain shots of whatever. I'm sorry.
Bro doesn't care.
Second time viewing, I really went into looking for that kind of stuff because I was like, all right, the first time I know I was also at a horrible angle, but I was just like, I also knew that like I was just so caught up in the moment, you know what I mean? So I kind of went into this one. I was still excited, obviously, because I just liked the movie a lot, but I went into it thinking, yo, like, let me look for things that I'm actually, you know, that I'm like, like whatever, you know, couldn't find any, like enough that it would be like, oh man, you know, like that's not good. You know, clean it up, as they say. Like
as they say, Ariel.
Woke, bro.
Yeah, so I think Gunn's, he's now the catalog is too good. The catalog, there's no misses. There's really none.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's back to that conversation that we had, Mark, and this is a while ago. This is when Guardians 3 came out, I think, right? And we were reviewing it. Yeah.
He was my number 2 at that time.
He was your number 2? Wasn't he top 3? Because then you have Nolan, Zach, and then
he was
James.
top 3. But I think I could.
Podium.
You know, him and Zach were like interchangeable.
So
but Nolan was still number 1.
So right, and I know your argument was like, because Nolan's peak has somebody reached that peak, and you didn't think James Gunn was there, but you think now with Superman and also the catalog that he has.
Here's the thing that changes that for me.
Okay, cool.
Is that there was so much pressure on this movie being good. If you really think about it, he had to nail all the castings, which he did. Obviously, it's not just him, but you know what I mean. Like, all the castings had to be great. They were. All the writing had to be phenomenal, and it was. You had to walk a line between now, which maybe he didn't anticipate at the time, but he had to walk a line of like all the Snyder people, and then all the people who didn't like Snyder, and then all the people who were kind of in the middle. Like, he had to walk a line. Like, there was a lot of things that he had to do, and I think he just threaded the needle fucking perfectly.
Glazing.
I didn't know. What was that?
But Mark, you are right in the sense that my one thing, and we've spoken about this all the time, right? Where we're like, yo, everything has to go right. Everything has to go right for this universe to succeed. And opening weekend, it's only opening weekend, but it does seem like Gunn has done it. He has started the universe off with a bang, and it's exactly what DC needed.
Just like AD's perfect timing. AD member for 16 fucking months.
Right up my alley.
Talk about how Superman will impact the DCU. This is a really good Superman movie, but this is a great DC universe. Gunn definitely cooked.
Here's another. Oh, sorry, Brim.
Shout out AD.
I didn't want to cut you off.
That's all I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were saying something. I thought I spoke too soon. Sorry. All right.
Actually,
okay. So I think C-Baby had mentioned it, and we were all like, even I was like, all right, calm down. Where we were talking about how like the movie can potentially change how a genre is done. Like this, and when I say this, maybe when you watch it, you'll maybe. The way they tackle the story, obviously they know that this is an intro. We all know this is an intro movie to not just him, but the whole universe. And obviously it's a lived-in world and all this stuff. It's like people are already established, you know, like there's Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, all this stuff. Like so many people are just around. This is something that Marvel never did, where it's like, or no universe has ever really done, where it's just super lived in. You know, all these iconic characters are just there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like you need a big moment to like, yo, like, you know, like hype up and be like, yo, they're, you know what I mean? It's like, they're just there. Because it's like, that's what's going on. Like, they've already existed. You don't see a big moment for them
if I don't like this shit, bro, like, watch, y'all gonna get me tight.
Hey, you might not, honestly.
So this,
you might not.
That's crazy for you to say that, bro.
And I truly couldn't care less because I'm fucking up, bro. DC is fucking back.
I'm like
shit, Mark.
I'm on an insane high.
I'm like, what he say fuck me for?
I'll say that honestly.
What were you gonna say, Ariel?
No, I'm just saying. I think Mark is giving a great, He's giving a great review here because this is kind of what we wanted. We want this to work, right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely.
We
absolutely. Here's the thing. We, again, how often have we said, because I was complaining about the marketing, right? I'm like, yo, like, they got to turn it up. Turned it all the way the fuck up.
Ruined the lore of Superman.
Turned it all the way the fuck up.
You started with that. That's crazy, bro. Look where we at now.
I fuck with the suit. Again, I do think it's a suit that will
change.
Will change.
It grows on you.
Yeah. Like from the behind the scenes photos, that's where we got like behind the scenes.
It grows on you.
It grows on you.
Right. Like in the suit. And again, Mark, when you weren't here, I had said it where I'm like, yeah, I've absolutely nitpicked. I've absolutely been more negative towards it. Pero as the week went on, like I've progressively got more and more excited, and I cannot wait. I can't wait to watch it.
Why?
Like we have,
What made you more excited?
He's just hopping on the hype train.
Like the hype train is there. I'm feeling it. I'm actually reading All-Star Superman at the moment, so I'm just like, I bet. Yo, thank you for the DC Universe Infinite app, bro. That shit is fucking lit. That shit is such a I like that the ads don't pop up anymore, like on my fucking shit, from watching it on like pirated fucking or reading in pirated shit. Sorry guys, I don't mean to.
They gave me an All-Star Superman comic at the today.
So this is based off of All-Star Superman?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the comic, but
not the story, like just the vibe of it, I would say.
So, Mark, do you think that with how this film establishes everything, are any other origin stories really like needed for this universe? Do you think that that's just how James Gunn is just going to go about it?
There should be some. For some characters, maybe like
Swamp Thing.
I think, but again, because he's connecting everything kind of in a way where.
Damn, is it tough to talk about it without spoiling?
Like no. Okay. It's like he can do it in an animated
spoil
fashion. And it can be done, and people can get their an origin for like Hawk Girl, for example.
Okay,
you can get an origin.
Shout out Isabel Marced. All due respect.
And
Ariel didn't know that.
What?
You spoiled Hawk Girl for him.
Didn't know what?
Hawk Girl was in the movie, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Bro does not care. Bro does not care.
So
I don't.
Because we've all also confirmed multiple times, like we've talked about it so many times on this podcast about how Isabella Merced has been cast as Hawk Girl.
Yes, we have,
and she's gonna be in Superman. So
bro said I do not care. Bro said I do not care.
So tight.
All right, he'll be all right. So
he's so mad at you.
No, I'm okay. I'll survive. What are they saying now? They can do these origins in a animated film or a movie or a TV show or something. Like they have so many avenues that they can go. And also the thing I love about how James Gunn is like structuring it. He's not treating every movie or whatever like it's some trailer for the next thing at the end. And you can see that and feel that in this movie especially.
Yeah. How are the post credits though? Like, are they in terms of their importance? I guess.
Do you want me to tell you,
Don't
or
say that?
Actually,
in terms of importance, didn't you ask?
No, don't say that.
No, I don't care.
So no, don't say nothing. My fault.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything. So I just think, and like people also rate post credit scenes. Apparently, like this is one thing I don't like. Is that about what the MCU, I guess, specifically has done, but a lot of other franchises have taken it and run with it also. So it's not just Marvel, but it's like the idea
they are
of
the
post-credit
trendsetters.
scenes counting towards what the movie is. Like, we're gonna take into account if the post-credit scene it was good or bad. We're gonna take that into account and put that with how we think about the movie. It's like, no, that's that wasn't part of the movie. The story's over. It's done. It's over. Like, I don't even consider that stuff as part of it. And I think James Gunn is he's also said that in the past, I think now, like somewhat recently, about how post-credit scenes are just like, you know,
So
just
he
like,
confirmed it's not important.
No, honestly, no. But I mean, it's just like.
So it is.
Maybe.
Yo, Mark's doing a really good job of being
so
conspicuous with it.
I would say it was just awesome. An amazing experience. I know
you're
I've
fucking
probably
awesome,
gassed
bro.
it up
You're fucking awesome.
insanely for you guys, but I really hope you do like it. Truly.
You're awesome, bro.
So yeah.
No, I can't wait. What is your guys's, and chat, we would love to hear your input on this as well. What are box office predictions for Superman, James Gunn's Superman? I'm gonna start us off with, and I'm gonna have it here at, I'm gonna do 850 mil. 850
So the end of its
mil.
run.
The end of its run, it will be 850 million. I don't think it hits the 1 billion mark because Fantastic Four will be in its way, and Jurassic Park still, Jurassic World, whatever. So that's the only reason I don't think it hits a billion, because it has a lot of competition.
Wait,
so I think 850 is still very strong.
I don't even remember what I said for Superman.
Well, you can say it now.
Oh. I don't know, man. This has the potential to really do it.
You think crack a Billy? You're going to Billy?
I don't mind. Yeah. What the
All right, Ariel or Billy, Brim, Mark, what y'all got?
920.
That's crazy. That's so specific, and it's an even number. I like
for
that.
Brim.
I'm just gonna go with a bill.
You're gonna go with a bill. I already had you. I already had you for a bill.
Well, Mark, I also have a picture of Superman only making $7
What else is Chaz saying?
worldwide.
AD, me and AD on the same wavelength. You heard 850 mil as
Nah,
well.
what do you guys got to change?
C baby said the same thing. 850. He said 850 to 900 mil.
Ariel or Mark, what do you guys got to change?
Fine, 950 then.
You going
So close to
950?
mine. All right,
Damn, you're
fine.
going up 100 mil.
Yeah.
I bet.
What do you mean? He said 1 bill before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I changed ADs. Yeah, you're right. So you going to 950? You said
950 because Brim
Brim peer pressured you into doing it.
Brim
I
thinks
can't have the
that
same guesses in here. What the fuck is this, like
50
second
mil.
grade?
950 mil.
Also, let's put $20 on the line.
$20 on the line. That's crazy. Now we might do a IMAX giveaway though. We gave one to Larry.
Yo,
who
nice
won it
pillow,
for
C
Superman.
baby.
Nice pillow for C
Yeah,
baby.
it's in the Discord.
Oh, in the Discord. Guys,
Yeah.
join our Discord! Discord. Yeah, chat. Let us know any more predictions. And then to cap off the night,
what
what happened?
James Gunn and Peter Safran are targeting to release 1 animated and 2 live-action DC films a year. They aim to eventually reestablish all the company's best-known characters and unite them in a Justice League film. Oh my god!
Yeah, that was
Listening.
that was kind of known.
I mean, all right.
Nah,
I didn't know.
it's,
I didn't know about
it's
the
cool,
2
but I think they had already
live action and 1 animated. Do we know that?
It was they did like say like, yeah, we want to release a certain amount of
Release
shows
what? You
and
cut out.
like they just want to release a certain amount of TV shows and animated projects a year. I don't think we knew the exact number, but
Yeah.
we knew that was like their plan, like what they wanted to do.
AD said he's going to take 5 shots if he's wrong. His dude just
Damn,
wants
yo,
to
he
drink.
wants to take shots, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he
lit.
Yo, this movie's going to make $10 billion. If I'm wrong, I'm going to fucking drink until I black out.
All right, sounds good. All right, yo, y'all ready? We gonna do some speed trivia, some Superman speed trivia.
Let's do it.
I'm getting every single one right. Ready?
What is Clark Kent's middle name?
Kent.
Who said Joseph? Mark?
Me. Yeah.
Mark is.
He just watched it. This shit doesn't count.
Clark,
Mark,
Joseph,
you're not playing a part of this.
Kent. Question number 2. What is the name of the dimensional plane where Kryptonian criminals were exiled for their crimes?
Phantom Zone.
Hey, guys, fun
We in the
fact.
Phantom Zone.
Exactly. Fun fact. That is the name of our Wi-Fi here in the studio.
Don't say that. What is wrong with you?
Wait, who got that first? Me or
Why?
Ariel?
And I'm still
telling you.
Who got that first?
We're getting hacked now.
It was me.
We're getting hacked. Why don't you just give him our IP address?
Okay. So fun fact, the Phantom Zone was a dimensional plane where Kryptonian criminals were exiled. It was discovered by Jor-El in Action Comics 248 in 1962.
Yep.
You definitely remember old ass Unk. But it had appeared previously in Adventure Comics number 283 in 1961. What supervillain killed the Man of Steel in Superman number 75?
Doomsday.
Ooh, let's see. Correct.
Yo, suck my whole dick. I told you I'm getting every single
An alien behemoth known as Doomsday killed Superman. After a 3-month hiatus on all Superman titles, all of them were relaunched with 4 new heroes, each claiming to be Superman reborn in some way. Eventually, of course, the real Superman returned after being regenerated in the Fortress of Solitude.
Okay.
Wow.
Question number 4. Which of Superman's sweethearts became the super heroine known as Insect Queen? If y'all notice,
Lois Lane.
If y'all notice, y'all are no, that is incorrect. It is not Lois Lane.
Oh shit.
But it is another woman that's also LL. Double L's.
LL. Lois
Yes.
Lane?
Lois Lane is already incorrect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Laura Lacey.
Who is that?
She is not one of the options.
Wait. Oh my god, I actually think I know it.
All right, it's Lori Lamaris, Lana Lang, or Lila Laurel.
Lana Lang.
Lionel Laurel.
Lana Lang. Lana Lang is correct in Superboy 124. Lana Lang rescues an alien visitor who has gotten himself trapped under a fallen tree.
We up.
As her reward, Lana is given a ring which endows her with insect-like abilities.
That's dirty, yeah.
Who is the natural father of Daily Planet editor Perry White's son, Jerry? Yeah, yo, that is an insane question.
Just give us the options.
Who?
Jimmy Olsen.
Oh wait, I know that. No,
options better be Brian.
That's Luther.
Luther is correct. Let's go. Spoilers for the movie. Lex Luthor
It doesn't
is
count.
Jerry's.
You just watched it.
What was the question again?
In the movie. What the fuck are you talking
Nah,
about?
hold on, bro. Hold on. Nah, because that's the
All right,
name
ready?
of the episode.
Ready?
Hold on.
Who is the question 5? Okay,
Yeah.
we got to start it off with question 5. Though.
Okay.
Question 5. Who is the natural father of Daily Planet editor Perry White's son, Jerry? That is crazy. Lex Luthor is Jerry's natural father. He had briefly seduced Alice White while Perry was reporting overseas. Damn, my bro slid. Yo,
His wife's son?
that's what it is? His wife's son? That's what it is? Yo.
Why isn't it just his son?
Number I don't know. Number
Why is it
6.
saying his wife's son?
No,
Like, that's
because
his
it's
son.
not his real son.
Right.
Lex is
Right,
Lex.
exactly.
Okay. I thought it was like his real son.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow, that's so funny.
Number 6. Who created Superman in terms of comic book writers?
His name was
Stanley.
No. Bob Kane.
And
Bill Finger.
No, incorrect.
Isn't it like Jerry something?
There is a Bill Finger. Yes, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
Yeah.
They created Superman in 1933, but the character Bill Finger is a real guy. But the character was repeatedly rejected until DC national periodicals finally took a chance on the Man of Steel in 1938. What member of the Superman family died in Crisis on Infinite Earths? Supergirl is correct. While other members of the
nerd.
Yo, Mark is crazy
on
right
it,
now.
man. Shit.
While other members of the Superman family simply cease to exist, Supergirl actually dies in Crisis on Infinite Earths number
That's
7.
a spoiler.
Yo, how much did y'all drink tonight?
According to Marv Wolfman, before Crisis, it seemed that half of Krypton had survived the explosion. We had Superman, Supergirl, Krypto, and the Phantom Zone criminals, the Bottle City of Kandar, and many others. Our goal was to make Superman unique. We went back to his origin and made Kal-El the only survivor of Krypton. That, sadly, was why Supergirl had to die. Number 8, when did Lois and Superman first kiss? Which comic?
Oh, God.
We have Action Comics number 124, Superman 3, number 3, Superman 280 and 48, excuse me, or
Superman
Action
3.
Comics 1. Superman 3,
Action Comics 1.
that is correct, Mark. It didn't take Lois long to fall in love with the Man of Steel, and Superman, Zack Snyder's The
That's
Blueprint.
what I was hoping for.
In 1940, Superman saves both Lois and a town from a flood, and she rewards him with a kiss. What is Superman's Kryptonian name?
Kal-El. Yo, how many more are there, guys?
One more.
Okay.
Let's
hurry up.
Go to sleepy time.
I still got shit to do in the studio. Hurry up.
What is the name of Superman's birth mother?
Martha.
No,
Why did you say that name? It's
I don't fuck with Man of Steel like
damn. I don't know. Laura.
Laura was the wife of Jor-El, and did you say Jor-El?
No, I said Jorah.
Jorah.
And the mother of Superman offered the chance to flee the impending destruction of Krypton by escaping to Earth with her infant son. She heroically refuses to abandon her husband, remaining behind him to perish in the cataclysm. That is Superman. Guys, next week, Thursday, live, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are talking spoiler-filled Superman.
We're live.
Let's go.
Superman is next week.
Spoilers ahead.
If you've seen it, congratulations and F you. And make sure to catch it. Sorry, fuck you. It was PG-13, guys. And yeah, we will be here next week to discuss Superman. So make sure to come through and chill with us. We have YouTube membership, $5 a month. We do IMAX giveaways. We do call-ins. And we'll do Q&As next week for y'all. Thank y'all for coming through and chilling. We'll see you next week.
Glazing.
We up.
Look up.